Hello Aquarius, what is going on? Welcome to your October astrology and tarot reading. My name is Jai Gobind and this is your channel for grace. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you get notified of when I go live and when I upload videos. And also give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, especially if you like it. I wanted to give you guys a little overview of what's happening in October for the channel and some programs that are coming up. And then we'll get into your astrology and your tarot reading. So basically, the most amazing thing that is happening this October is this is a powerful month. First of all, I'm just going to say that right off the bat. But this month is really asking us to start to make some major decisions about goals that we're moving forward towards in our life. And one of the things that Jason from Ray of Light Tarot, and I have co-created is this really amazing 6-week course called Finding the Magic Playground. We are both really good at manifesting. We're at a point in our lives where we understand what's going on around us, and at such a deep level, this is such a powerful, deep understanding of the world and how things work and the law of attraction and how life works, that you become almost basically like a master manifester, or you begin to instantly manifest in your life things that you didn't think were possible before. There is a really basic foundational information or knowledge base that we need to have in order to really work with those energies or work with the law of attraction consciously. We're working with the law of attraction unconsciously all the time. And so that's why we don't understand it. And that's why sometimes we don't believe in it. Or sometimes we think, well, that's only only certain people can get to that place. But the truth is that we can all get to that place. We can all really awaken within us and open ourselves up to receive the knowledge from the universe. And in so doing, understanding where we truly come from, what we're really doing here, and how we can step into purpose. And when you do that, that's when you instantly start manifesting, because you understand how it works. And there's sort of this, I'm giggling here because there's this feeling that you get. It's like a very giggly feeling of oh, there's a secret that I know of. We want to teach you guys that. We want to teach you how to step into that space, how to become that, that person that you really want to be, but then you're like, oh, I'm not there yet. There's this energy of oh God, I wish I could just do that. And people like that inspire me, but I'm still over here. Well, we want you to get from over here to where you want to go. So check that out. The information is in the description of the video. And I'm really excited about it. We're both really excited about it. And also the class is a limited amount of people allowed in. So if you're curious, if you're interested, I just go for it. Trust your intuition, most importantly. But if you feel that that's the right thing for you, then just sign up, because it might just get filled up. People are already signing up. And we don't start till October 13th on the full moon in Aries. So make sure that you guys get on that if you haven't gotten on that already. The other thing that's happening that I'm really excited about is my natal astrology readings are becoming available starting October 1st. You're going to be able to sign up on my website, which is channelforgrace.guru. And these readings will be very in-depth. They'll be very powerful. We'll have a 90-minute session. I'm going to write a report up for you of all the information that I discover from your chart, as well as go over with you the transits and how they're affecting you right now. The transits, the major transits for 2020, and how they're going to affect you, help you build sort of a strategy for moving forward from this point on. Because when you look at your chart, it's basically this hologram, this blueprint of your multidimensional self. When you open that floodgate, when you step through that portal and you understand it for the first time, not only are you going to feel like your life finally makes sense, but you're going to be like, what's next? That's what I want to help people get into that space. And so I'm also going to be offering coaching sessions as well. This is an idea that I've been kind of talking about and getting ready for, but definitely going to look into offering that once I do the natal astrology readings, because I feel like people are going to need guidance to, okay, so now that I have all this information, what do I do next? Can you help guide me through this process? And I want to be able to do that for people. So that's really exciting. And remember that my Etsy sale is going on still through the end of September, 50% off everything on the store. It's called Eagle Star Jewels. Go on Etsy and favorite the shop. And if you don't buy anything, just by favoriting the shop, you'll be helping me a lot. And also, if you haven't watched the astrological forecast video for October, please check that out, because I go into way more detail about these events that are going on, but we'll talk a little bit about them here as well. So let's go right into it. On the 3rd, there's 3 major things happening. Pluto is going to go direct. Mercury is going to move into Scorpio, and Mars is going to move into Libra. Pluto going direct is happening in your 12th house of bliss and the subconscious mind. Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node have been transiting your 12th house of the subconscious mind bliss, like the beyond. What's beyond the veil, beyond this physical experience. So because Pluto, when it's retrograde, it's more of an internal transformational energy. When it's direct, it's very externally transformational. You, as an Aquarius, you kind of represent this new age that we're moving into, this age of Aquarius that we're officially moving into in 2020. So you represent this energy. So when you tap into this 12th house energy of the divine, this is your crown chakra opens up, and that's where you receive the wisdom and the knowledge. When you tap into that energy as your Aquarius energy, you literally tap into the knowledge of the universe. And you already kind of are connected to that just because of your, who you are. This is what Aquarians, people usually say they're a little bit weird, but it's because they're so tapped into the beyond, this knowledge, that they are just sort of kind of in between the veils in a way. They're here and there at the same time. So Pluto is asking you to begin to even dive deeper and transform this connection that you have with the divine. Mercury will move into Scorpio in your 10th house of career. So when it comes to career, what you're going to want to do is start to discover and really dig deep into finding the knowledge of, am I in the career path that I want? You might even become, whatever career you're in, you might become really talkative. You're going to want to communicate a lot with people and have conversations, deep conversations about your career with people. And all of this is to help us discover, are we really at the right place in our lives? Are we really at this right spot where we're really supposed to be at? And if we're not, we will discover that. And then we'll at least have awareness of the fact that something needs to change, and then we'll have to make a decision about how to change that. I have called this month Passionate Determination, and it is about setting your goals and going for them. And these are goals that activate your inner light, that activate your passion. Mars will move into Libra in your ninth house of spiritual integration. Mars is our drive, and in Libra, it can be a little lazy, which we all have to really be wary of. But what it really is, it makes our drive, it makes us want to collaborate more with people. It makes us want to work together with people. Mars is how we get things done. So how we get things done this month as Mars moves into Libra is by collaborating with people. And you love that because you rule the house of friendships and sharing your gift with the world. You rule that house. So that is something that you're going to start to feel really comfortable in that space of sharing more with people, especially when it's in your ninth house of spiritual integration and working together with people in this realm, maybe people that align with you on a spiritual basis. The Sun will square Saturn on the 7th, and on this day, because the Sun is in your ninth house and Saturn will be in your 12th house, there's going to be this dynamic, this obstacle that comes up between how you're spiritually aligned and your connection to the divine. So when you identify whatever your identity is in the spiritual realm or the spiritual sense, you're going to have to look at that and ask yourself, does this match what I believe about the universe? Does this match what I believe about the world? Does this match what I believe about my soul? This is belief systems for you. And stepping beyond what belief system can be very limiting here in the physical and really opening yourself up to a wider range of knowledge. On that same day, Mercury will oppose Uranus, and this will be a mirror that pops up to you, Mercury in your 10th house of career and Uranus in your 4th house of the home. Uranus has been transiting your 4th house in Taurus for a while, and it will be for another while. It moves rather slow, and it will be in Taurus for the next 7 years. So Uranus is asking you to rebuild your home life, literally, rebuild your home life. And then Mercury is having you look at what reflections are here. How does that reflect your career? What's the connection between your home and your career? And you'll have to figure that out for yourself. But this is what's coming up. These are the energies that are coming up for you. Venus moves into Scorpio on the 8th in your 10th house of career. So again, I feel like your career house has a lot going on in it because the sun will enter Scorpio and you will have a new moon in Scorpio on the 23rd and the 27th. All of these things are happening in your 10th house of career. So Venus wants to have relationships with people. So, and then the sun in Scorpio and the new moon in Scorpio is a lot of in-depth energy. So what I'm feeling is that for your career life, you're going to want to dive a little deeper into figuring out, am I really having the career that I really want to have in my life? Is this deep enough for me? Or is this just on the surface and it's not really serving me? Those are the kind of questions that you're going to want to ask yourself this month. And we end the month with Mercury conjunct Venus in your 10th house. So there's a lot of talk about your future right now. Because when we think of career, we think of future. So there's a lot of talk about your future, where you're going. Career is also a level of maturity. When we start to talk about our career, we're like, well, we need to be mature. Like we have to, be more like Saturn about when we talk about our career, because Saturn rules the 10th house of career. So this is stepping into maturity and really going through this kind of transition for you, where you go from being, playful and fun to let's get a little more serious about life, and where are we really going here? Like, where am I really going? Am I fulfilling my purpose? Am I stepping into purpose? And those are things that you're going to have to be aware of this month and how they're coming up for you. But I do wish you luck. You also have Chiron in Aries in the 3rd house, and that will be trining the Mercury and Venus conjunction. And Chiron is teaching us how to awaken or heal our divine, the masculine wound, our ego, and helping us to become more humble in our lives. You begin with the Tower, that Pluto going direct in your 12th house, I think can very much feel like a tower, but a tower of belief systems, a tower of like your beliefs crumble and you awaken to something new. It's a rebirth of knowledge, deep knowledge, soulful knowledge, you can say. What else do we got? We got the 5 of Cups. So this shift that is happening for you, this Tower moment that is happening for you, testing your belief systems and helping you to align to better belief systems, will bring in this period of grief. And the grief has to be, you have to go through it. When you find out that in your life, you thought the world was a certain way, but now you find out that it's not. And you have to start thinking differently and feeling differently and understanding things differently. You feel a little lost, and there's grief because you thought you knew what you were doing, and then now you realize you don't know what you were doing. So that's a process that we all need to go through that. It's a release, and it'll get you to the right place to find the clarity that you need with the Ace of Swords. Finding this clarity, mental clarity is coming. The mental clarity is coming, but that's the process. The Tower comes first, and you go through the initial shock of the change and the shift. Then you go through the grief, and then you finally end up in clarity. I'm going to pull one more card for you guys. This seems like it's kind of an intense month for you, but always with the end result being really beautiful and really powerful. What else do we have for Aquarius this month? Okay, I like this. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is an earthly energy. What I feel like, and because the Queen of Pentacles, she's the master manifester of abundance of things in the earthly realm, in the physical realm, and because this reminds me too of like career energy, and because there's so much focus on your house of career this month, your clarity, like you're basically going to find the clarity that you need this month to get to really figure out that whole career obstacle or energy that you need to figure out, whether you're in the right career or not, or doing what you really aligns with who you are as a career or not. This is a very important time for you to nourish yourself and take care of yourself, and to also pay attention to your spirit guides, and pay attention to, most of all, divine animals. Animals will speak to you this month. There's also this very powerful energy in the animal kingdom of animals show us things. They're very intuitive. They're very in their element. They're very in their power in that sense. And they have a lot of wisdom when we observe animals. So observe animals in nature. If animals come to you, definitely look up what that animal symbol means and how it's, what message it can have for you. But listen to your spirit guides, trust, and you will be moving into clarity. And I see you definitely stepping forward in this realm of career and abundance, and creating and manifesting more money in your life. Those things, those possessions that we really need to feel really safe and secure are coming. So I hope this reading resonated with you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your month, and I will see you again next month. Sat Nam.